guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tanya from Baby J'adore. If you don't know, now you know. I'm a mom, a nurse, and a lactation consultant who happens to have natural hair. On this channel, you'll find a little bit of everything, but today we're talking breastfeeding. Alright guys, so welcome back. This is the last video of our series, 5 things you need to know about breastfeeding. If you haven't had a chance, I will post the links for videos 1 through 4 so you can kind of go back and see what I talked about in these previous videos. This is the last installment of this little series, and I hope this was helpful. Now again, as I mentioned in previous videos, I wanted to make these short, quick videos to give you digestible information of things that may or may not happen during your breastfeeding journey. This is part 5. Let's get started. Number 1. First, I want to start by saying I really believe a baby who is fed is the most important thing, and a mom who is happy and sane during motherhood is the most important thing. So whether you are breastfeeding, whether you are formula feeding, I am here for it. You really got to make the best decision for you and your family and for your baby. So that being said, number 1, it is okay to stop breastfeeding. Yes, I said it. And you know why? Because I am a mom, and there were definitely times where I'm like, oh my God, I don't have enough milk. Or oh my God, my baby's not getting fed enough, and I need to know how much milk he's getting and this and that. Like, I remember there were days where I was totally like depressed and sad. Although our journey went pretty smoothly, there were days where I really felt defeated, and there were days where I wanted to give up, but I didn't, right? And that was my personal choice. And I'm here to say that it is okay if you want to stop breastfeeding, and it is okay if you want to continue breastfeeding. You really got to make sure that you make this decision for you. You got to make sure that this decision makes you happy, that this decision will not keep you awake at night, basically. I am here for breastfeeding. I am a lactation consultant. I do understand the tremendous benefits of breastfeeding, but I also understand the benefits of having a sane mom. I understand a mom who, you know, really wants to breastfeed, but for some reason is unable to, whether it's because of poor latch, or just not enough milk, or what have you. Whatever reason, I completely understand you, and I am here to say that it is okay to stop breastfeeding if you need to. You know, whatever little amount that you're giving your baby, whether it's a drop to, you know, a million drops, it is fine. Whatever you give your baby, it is okay. Your baby benefited from that, and that's okay. If you're no longer able to breastfeed for whatever reason, whether it's physical, mental, or medical, it's okay to stop breastfeeding and use an alternative method of feeding your baby. Number 2, we all know that breastfeeding is basically like a second job. Breastfeeding is a part-time, almost a full-time job. Literally, you are going to feed your child 8 to 12 times a day. If you look at it, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I just want you to know, and I want you to kind of be on the alert that this is going to be a full-time / part-time job in the first couple of months. And as you start introducing solids, whether you introduce them at 4 months or 6 months, then the feeds will lessen. Hang in there. It won't be a full-time job forever, but just know and be prepared that for the first couple of months, it's going to be a lot of work. Number 3, breastfeeding really burns a lot of energy, okay? So you will be increasingly hungry and increasingly thirsty when you are breastfeeding. On average, breastfeeding can burn up to like 300 to 500 calories. So you're really going to deplete your hydration. You are going to deplete all your energy by, not all, but a lot of your energy by doing so. And so I just want you to be aware of that. That's why I always tell my moms, before you go ahead and sit down and nurse or even pump or what have you, make sure you have a bottle of water next to you, tea or whatever you're drinking. Make sure you have a snack, because listen, you're gonna be hungry. You are feeding your baby is depleting you, okay? And so you really want to make sure that you rejuvenate, that you rehydrate, and that you know, basically get your energy back, get your calories intake back. And so you really want to make sure you maintain that hydration, and you want to make sure that you are feeding yourself well. You know, for the last 9 months, you have basically been very mindful of the things that you have eaten. I think we all should maintain a healthy lifestyle. But hey, listen, I say indulge in moderation, of course, but just be aware that like breastfeeding is going to, you know, take out a lot of your energy, and it is going to deplete you in terms of hydration. So we want to make sure we replenish. That way we can continue on feeding our baby. Number 4, breastfeeding gets better with time. Now I know if you watched my first couple of videos, I talk about engorgement, I talk about nipple pain. That's all in the beginning. Typically, things kind of like settle down, right? Like things get better in the end. So even though in the beginning it can be very hard, you're going to be exhausted, you're going to be tired. Listen, I'm here to tell you, this is why I made the video. I am here to tell you that things get better. You know, in the beginning, you are going to be stressed. You're not going to know what you're doing. Baby's not going to know what they are doing. And so toward the 3rd month or so, you will definitely see a change where you are able to breastfeed and text at the same time. You are able to hold your baby and maybe, you know, fold laundry. You may be able to feed your baby with one hand and write with the other. I'm here to say that it does get better. Hang in there. If breastfeeding is something that you really want to do, just hang in there because there is light at the end of the tunnel. Number 5, last but not least, breastfeeding is really a team effort. I made this series to make you aware of a few things that may or may not happen during your breastfeeding journey, right? Every mom is different, every baby is different, and so our journeys are ultimately going to be different. But what I've noticed is that once you have a good support system, 1 or 2 people, maybe 3 or whatever, to kind of help you during your breastfeeding process, your breastfeeding journey, it really just helps you stay a course, right? You know, if one day you decide that you don't want to breastfeed and you want to give a bottle, whoever may be in the home, right? Whether it's your mother-in-law, your partner, your husband, even a friend, right? If ever you want to step out or if ever you want to take a nap, then you are able to do that because you have produced some breast milk and that person can feed them the bottle. If you experience an engorgement or if you experience clogged ducts, you have the lactation consultant in your community that you can reach out to kind of, you know, work things out, to figure things out, to give you some type of relief in regards to your breast issue. There are tons of resources online, honestly, and if you're up in the middle of the night, which you probably will be at some point, you know, just Google breastfeeding X, Y, and Z, and something will pop up. A few websites that come to mind are La Lèche League and Kelly Mom Blog. Those are 2 excellent websites that provide tons of information. Breastfeeding is truly a team effort, and it is truly something that a lot of moms want to do, but a lot of moms give up because they don't have the right support. They don't have the right resources around them. So I truly hope that these videos really helped you. And if you are in the DMV area and you are looking for lactation consulting services, please feel free to reach out to me at babyjadorconsulting.com. You can also find me on Instagram via babyjador. And just let me know if you enjoyed these videos. I really made them to be digestible, quick information. I believe that I'm going to do like a second type of series and we could discuss like the different types of solutions basically that you can use if you ever encounter those type of problems. All right, guys, that's it. Let me know if you enjoyed these videos. Comment, like, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Bye, guys.